And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Solid. Kill. Hey, Orville. Here we go.
Now Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Sunday. We got this. Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Target.
One final try now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. 50, check by 50. No chance.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for two. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for two and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Carson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
53's the mic. 53. There. I got it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, it's not just the defensive backs that have to have short memories. Sometimes it's the quarterbacks. Throw an interception, especially one that's a pick six, you got to get to the sidelines quickly, shake it off, and get back out there and move your team.
That's going to be a long day. Friday. 25, check 25. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Check. No pass. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. 6, they go right back to the air. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We want it. Come to my work. 5-9, 5-9.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 53 yards.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
74. Hey, Echo.
Now Wentz. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
One left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check, 53 is mine. Hey, check. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go, D. Watch the
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Slam. Good. Run it.
Wilson now to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I'm coming.
Hey, 0.
Hey, switch gears.
Sponge. 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brandon Graham. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is Prosise on the carry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Keep it up.
4 down. Hey, alert.
Both sevens to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 44 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Go.
Here we go. Mike. 53. Mike.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo.
Mike's 50.
Kill.
Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see.